Hey, in this video, I will be putting Usman up against the UFC top 5 lightweight, which are Max, Dustin, Justin, Charles, and Arman. I will be giving you how much of a chance Usman has against all these guys and how he could beat them if they were to fight. So let's start off with Max, who's currently the number 5 ranked lightweight, coming of a knockout loss to Ilya. Max would be his second easiest matchup in the top 5, in my opinion, and I would give Usman a 70% chance to beat him. Usman and Max are both similar, except Usman doesn't get hit as much and is a way better wrestler and grappler, also faster on the feet. Usman also have better kicks and uses his kicks more. Max is the better boxer, but he isn't necessarily known for having a lot of power. Paul Hughes has more power and a way more dangerous hook, so I think Usman could stand and bang with Max with no problem, and also take him down easily to either ground and pound him to a finish or winning by a comfortable decision. Next up is Dustin, who I think would go similarly to the fight with Hughes. Dustin have good takedown defense, good chin, good boxing, good pressure and power. So this fight would be one of the harder fights for Usman. Dustin is a vet who has fought the 3 best lightweights of all time, and they all 3 are heavy wrestlers and grapplers, except Usman has better wrestling than Charles. This fight would most likely go to a decision as well, since I can't see Usman submitting Dustin that easily. But Usman would be able to outstrike Dustin with the help of the kicks and takedown threat, although he ain't on Islam and Khabib level with the wrestling. But I can still see being able to take him down and getting control time. But a very hard and tight fight. You have to keep in mind Dustin is soon retiring as well, so he wouldn't be as motivated since it ain't a title fight. But I would edge this fight to Usman with a 60% chance of victory, because of his rangy fighting style compared to Islam, where he uses a lot of kicks and could get the takedown easier, since Dustin won't see it coming. The third opponent is Justin, who would also be as easy for Usman as the Max fight. The only difference is, Justin have power, and is very explosive where he blitzes in, but he is slower now with age, and also Usman is just way faster in general. But I can imagine Usman willing to take him down more often, to reduce any chance of being knocked out to avoid Justin's power, and I don't think Usman would struggle to keep Justin down, and even submit him. Justin doesn't have a good submission defense against good wrestlers and grapplers, so I could see a finish in this fight for Usman. He's also the better all-around striker because of his unique tie striking and his speed. Justin and Max would be as easy. Therefore, I give Usman a 70% of winning this fight as well. Now into the number 2 ranked lightweight, which is Charles III. I would give Usman a 55% or a 60% chance to get the win. Charles would be a good matchup for Usman. Charles is tall, big, great tie, amazing BJJ, and good wrestling. But he lacks chin, which is a key factor in this fight. Since Usman is a very good striker and could find his chin in the fight multiple times, I can see Usman winning a 3-round fight pretty comfortably because of his better striking and his distance management. I can't see Charles controlling and holding Usman down like he did to Chandler. In fact, I can see Usman taking Charles down and be able to control him. So in a 3-round fight I would favor Usman comfortably. But in a 5-round fight where Charles has fought the better fighters, I would slightly give him the edge. That's only if Usman gasses out. This fight would be very competitive, and it would most likely go to a decision. I know a lot of people will disagree, but you have to keep in mind that Usman is younger and hungrier, who is a more complete fighter than Charles slightly, and is the main sparring partner to Islam. Moving on to the final fight, which is Arman. I believe this would be the toughest fight for Usman in the UFC, but I would still give him the edge to win this fight by a 55% chance. I really believe Usman will be the next guy to dominate the lightweight division just like Khabib and Islam, and he has the most potential out of them. Considering his skills, he just needs more experience and a little bit better wrestling, that's all. The reason why I will give him a 55% chance to beat Arman is because he is the far better striker everywhere, from punches, kicks, knees, and combos. He also probably have a better gas tank, considering he has been to 5-round fights more. He is the taller fighter, which helps his striking to be more effective in the fight. Usman also have the better submission game than Arman. The only thing I would give Arman here is that he is the better wrestler and is very strong. But Usman is also very strong and have good wrestling. So I think this fight would be won on the feet in a close 48-47 decision going to Usman. People think this is how Islam versus Arman would have gone, but I disagree heavily. I think Islam would have dominated Arman to a 49-46 or even a finish before the championship rounds. Usman and Arman would be close, not Islam and Arman. This is what I think. Many of you will probably call me delusional because of the Paul Hughes fight, but Paul's a very good fighter and would also do good against the UFC top 5. Usman will only go up from here and elevate to the next level. Let me know how you think Usman would do against the UFC lightweight top 5 in the comments. I could be very wrong, but only time will tell. But thanks for watching, and see you after UFC 312.